Guys, what do you make it?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille? Where are you guys from?
Woods High School. From Cypress Woods. Cypress.
All right, awesome. So, what ingredients are in this?
Eggplant, mushrooms, zucchini, bell peppers, and various spices like honey cherries.
Cayenne pepper, oregano,
Garlic, basil.
Sounds good. Why you guys decide on this for space travel?
It's high in vitamins. It's very good for their bones, eyesight, and it's good and
So she'll say what the dish is. I'll say I mean, you don't say all the things you say, but.
Alright, I can put the case.
It's right down there.
I see it.
Alright, so we are ready to start. You want me to say them on, is someone going to be on camera?
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, thank you. I just didn't want to go. Thanks, Jeff. And I'll put this back.
Great.
Again, you put it down so I can wash or something.
Yep, going to the bathroom.
Yes.
Is it opening cool?
Yes.
Yeah, but we gotta do it kind of small.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us this Monday morning. We are live at Space Center Houston, and this is the final culinary challenge for the Hunch program. That's the high schools united with NASA to create hardware. We've got 10 high school teams here today as finalists, and they're cooking up a recipe they think is worthy to be flown to the International Space Station. To talk with us more about Hunch and the culinary challenge, I've got project engineer Tyler Laurie. Hi Tyler, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about Hunch and about the culinary challenge going on today?
Sure. So Hunch is a NASA outreach program that partners with industry, academia, and students to give students real-world products to work on and produce for NASA. That includes software, design and prototype, hardware, soft goods, culinary, and video and media. So today is the Hunch Culinary Challenge. So out of 37 schools that participated in the Culinary Challenge this year, after submitting a food science report, 2 dishes to the food lab that were reviewed for nutritional and caloric specifications for crew members. They are now completing today the 10 finalists. The winning recipe will be processed by the food lab and sent to station for crew to enjoy. And they've loved the 4 so far that they've sent.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So, what was the process? When did this all start? When did the students start developing their recipes, developing their papers, things like that?
So this all started at the beginning of the school year. They had to do a report basically to show that they understood the culinary and food science restrictions for both the human body and spaceflight. Some of those caloric and nutritional guidelines like fat, calories, sodium intake, all of that's very important in spaceflight because the body reacts very differently in microgravity environment as opposed to the gravity environment here on Earth. So they start working on those papers in August and September. The food lab here at Johnson Space Center reviews those. They then get feedback sent back to the students, who then produce 2 recipes that the food lab basically looks through in November and December to finalize and make sure that they fit the strict guidelines that NASA goes by to send those recipes and dishes to the station. And then the preliminary challenges happen anywhere from January to March. Those prelims basically judge and grade those dishes based on a criteria set by NASA Food Lab and the Hunch mentors. Those finalists then are those that make the strict guidelines and scores appropriately.
Awesome. Okay, so how is this important for the students? How does this kind of pave the way for maybe college or careers afterward?
So Hunch, our goal is to give them real world products so that they have the experiences and the insights of how industry works, but as well as spaceflight. So this is really important for students because they get to work with people that are giving them feedback both from industry like local chefs and food scientists, as well as food scientists and NASA personnel. They get this real world experience of creating dishes, meeting constraints, meeting deadlines, and then they get the exposure that this does provide of the winning teams, the finalists, as well as NASA gets a product that the crew members get to enjoy. Crew members get a lot of hands-on picking of what the recipes are made out of, and like the crew chose these fruit and vegetable dishes this year. Spice levels, tastes, and all that. So NASA gets to provide something that students worked on, a little taste at home, for the crew members on station. And students get this real-world experience and a great resume item going forward.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your work on this project, and I think we're going to go meet some of the teams.
Sounds great. Y'all have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to hang out with some of the teams here, learn what they're cooking, and meet the members. Hi. Can you tell me what you are working on and where you go to school?
I'm working on the quinoa for a berry quinoa salad, and I'm from Perry.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Nice to meet you. And what did you say this dish is going to be?
A berry quinoa salad.
Okay. Will you have extra because I'm hungry?
Definitely.
Someone needs boards.
Please pass plates, small plates, ramekins. There you go. And these are going to be ready to go in the oven. Yep. So I'm going to bring these over. Can you bring one of them? Yeah.
Hi. So, can you tell me where your team is from and what you're cooking today?
Ohio. We're from Springboro, Ohio. It's like in between Dayton and Cincinnati.
Wow. Okay. So, what is your meal that you're preparing for astronauts today?
Well, basically, it's a mix of sweet potatoes and apples with a nice spice rub on it, with some paprika, some chili powder, some honey, and just a lot of flavors to really bring out the flavors when you're in space because your senses are suppressed.
Okay.
So when you have a lot of flavors in there, it really makes it taste good for them.
That's awesome. So, how long do you have to prepare this meal today?
I think like an hour. Yeah. It takes like 25 minutes to cook in the oven, and then like 15 minutes to cook.
And how many times do you think you've cooked this meal to practice for today?
We've gone through this like 10 times.
10 times at least, yeah.
So, are you tired of eating it yet, or do you still
No, it
love
tastes great. It tastes great. It tastes great.
Well, that's great. Thanks, guys, so much for being
Thank
here
you.
and telling us all about your new dish.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you guys are hard at work. Can you tell me what school you're from and what you're cooking today.
We are from Phoebus High School and we are making an organic harvest hash.
Okay. So what all ingredients go into this?
So we have butternut squash, we have some parsnips, onions, garlic, sweet potato, pancetta, low-fat pancetta, parmesan, some parsley, and fennel, yes.
It smells really good. So how long does it take to cook all of this?
20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes. After you eat everything.
That's not so bad. That's a quick weeknight meal.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. So I see you're from Sacramento Charter High School. Can you tell me where that is?
Sacramento, California.
That's what I thought. So you came a long way for today's competition. That's exciting. And what are you cooking today?
Today we have a pumpkin pear ginger puree.
Oh my goodness. So is it sweet or a little spicy?
It's pretty sweet from the pears.
Yeah. So is it more of a dessert food or what do you think?
It can be used in a lot of ways. You can use it for like kind of like an applesauce kind of, or like something to put on a pork loin, for example, so like a sauce.
That's pretty fancy. And so after this phase that we see right now, cooking, what comes next?
Once it's all done, we're gonna blend it into a puree kind of deal, and then
Okay. Well, that sounds great. And thank you so much for being here. When did you start developing your recipe?
like October or November.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So it must be perfect by now.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, good luck today, and can't wait to see it. See how it comes out. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. So this looks pretty healthy. Can you tell me what you're cooking today and what school you're from?
We're from the J.B. Hensler College of Career Academy in Manly, Texas. And today we're cooking broccoli and carrots with toasted almonds.
That sounds really good. So how many recipes did you try out before you settled on this dish?
We tried out about 3.
Okay.
And we landed on this one because it's a bit more healthier than the ones that we chose before.
That's definitely important when it comes to serving food in space. So, is this any of your favorite dish? Do you just eat this all the time now?
It's really good. It takes a long time to cook, like just an everyday meal.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Well, it smells good, and I know it's going to look good. So I will let you get back to work because I know you have an hour to prepare. All right. Well, good luck. Thank you.
So once it starts bubbling, we put the first in here, right? And for 7 minutes.
Are we gonna need the butter?
No.
Put it away.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all? I'm good. It's great to see you guys today. So where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. All right. When did you get to Houston challenge?
Flew in yesterday.
Flew in yesterday, hard at work today. So what are you cooking?
So today we're doing a peach cider, cherry syrup. It's a very simple, elegant.
Okay, poached pear. That's pretty fancy. So this is a dessert.
Dessert or side dish.
Okay.
Use for either one.
Sounds really good. And so how long does it take you to prepare this dish?
It takes about 15 minutes just in one more.
And why did you choose poached pear and wild cherry? Now, why'd you choose that dish?
So we chose it for two different reasons. One, because it's very comforting. It's a home food. You can have this with any kind of meal. We also chose it because it's very high in nutritional value. There's very little sodium or fat in cherries, and the iron content, the magnesium, the potassium, as well as the antioxidants are super high, which allows the astronauts to get all the good values they really need in space.
So I guess a lot of research goes into not just how good it's going to taste, but also the nutritional value. Wow, that's really important. So how confident are you that you're going to win today? That's awesome. All right, well, thanks for letting us stop by, and best of luck with your dish today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You go with John, but the same thing, we had a conversation. I'm like, okay, what about?
Don't want to be in the way.
So where are you from, and what are you cooking today?
So we're from Jackson, Wyoming, and we're cooking buffalo cauliflower wings.
That sounds really good. So this is something maybe an astronaut would enjoy while watching a sports event, or it's kind of like hot wings, right?
Yeah, it is. That's what we were going for.
So it's like it has a healthy background, but a home feeling.
Right.
So it'd just be like going to the bar with your friends, getting some hot wings, watching the big game, while also maintaining the nutrition that is required in space.
So can you tell me some of the ingredients that are in today's dish?
So in today's dish we have paprika, cumin, black pepper. We had
Flour,
to cut the salt.
water, milk for the batter.
And we made our own sauce. We used Tabasco, white vinegar, and Smart Balance butter. Just Tabasco didn't taste quite right, so we improvised a little bit, made it taste a little better while still trying to stay within NASA's requirements.
Wow. Okay, so can you tell me about some of those requirements and the nutritional things you had to keep in mind?
So when we first made them, we went way over on sodium, way over. So we had to cut back on all the salts and sodium, and a lot of it came from hot sauce. We were going to use Reds or Frank's, and it was really good, but we had to cut back on that. And we
Try
added,
to make it taste as similar as what it would to the actual thing.
and we added wheat flour to add a little more. What were we trying to get?
There's a whole bunch of restrictions on like the calories and the fat in the food, so we had to work around those. So we did a whole bunch of trial and error, and we came up with our final recipe, which is what we're using now, and it met all the requirements.
Well, it smells really good, and it's healthy, so I might need the recipe because lunch is coming up, and I'm hungry. Well, thank you guys, and good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So where are you guys from?
Well, how are you doing?
How are you all today?
Good to see you over there.
We're
Doing all right?
And what is wonderful?
How about that? Come a long way.
And this is astronaut caviar. We wanted to do a whole ingredient for you guys to try. We also want to make sure it's like all natural. So everything is pretty, a garden basically. But everything, the only thing that's processed in this ingredient is the refried beans. But of course you rinse them off, so.
Okay, well, I can see, you mentioned refried beans. I see corn, I think some avocados. What else is in this dish?
There's some tomatoes, some green onions, some red onions as well. And there's also, the corn was marinated overnight and like some vinegar and some other things.
Is presentation part of your scoring rubric today? Well, you've got the presentation down. It looks great.
Thank you. One more. Rachel, you need one more for the
Thank you all so much, and good luck today. Thank you.
Okay, so these are just yeah, these for like.
Okay, so you fill them and then I'll let you choose here.
So this is how they're actually supposed to eat. Just like,
Okay, so don't do all that nasty.
Hi everyone, how are you today? Good, how are you? Good, and this looks amazing. Looks like you're almost done, right? Yes. So what are you cooking today? Ratatouille. That's pretty fancy. I think an astronaut on space station would like a fancy dinner like that. So what all goes into ratatouille?
Ratatouille, we have bell peppers, zucchini, eggplant, mushrooms, garlic, onions, all, and there's a lot of various different vegetables.
Awesome. So it's definitely a healthy vegetable dish. Wow, that looks great. Thank you so much for letting us join it. Where are you from?
From Cypress Woods High School, Cypress, Texas.
Not too far of a drive.
No.
That's great. Well, thank you. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you. Should I place them in like that?
Okay, that was terrible.
Maybe stop.
Don't make it look garbage. Don't. I know the same thing, but that was not.
Hi, everyone. I think I smell something sweet over here.
Yeah.
So can you tell me where you're from and what you're cooking?
We're from Miami, Florida, and our school is homeopathic, and we brought a coconut chia seed pudding with raspberry jelly on top.
Coconut chia seed
Pudding, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that sounds great. So I don't see the coconut, but I do see.
It's chilling right now.
Oh, it's chilling right now.
Yeah,
So
we
you guys
made it
are
early, yeah.
halfway through your recipe.
Yeah.
And what are you working on over here?
The jelly.
The jellyfish.
The raspberry jelly, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that sounds so good.
Thank you.
So is this more of a dessert or a side dish, or what do you think?
The dessert.
That's my favorite part.
Very healthy though.
Yeah. So about how long does it take to prepare your dish?
About 20 minutes. Quick.
And how long have you been working as a team to come up with this recipe and put it together?
Since probably for like 4 or 5 months perfecting it, making it really nice, experimenting, making it sweeter, making it less sweet, figuring out the thickness, if it should leave it overnight, when cheese needs to like soak up the moisture, see how like to play with it. Because like, this is really tart, so we're trying to like combine because coconut, you know, and raspberry to give that sweet texture.
Yeah. Well, that's great. It smells great. It looks great. So
Thank
best
you.
of luck to you guys.
Thank
and looking forward to hearing the results.
Chia seed
Hi everyone, how are you? So where are you from and what's your dish?
And it's an organic carbon patch, which consists of sweet potatoes, butternut squash, fennel, parsley, onions, garlic, and low-fat pancetta, and parmesan, low-fat.
You've got it all down. So have you been making this in your sleep? You've been practicing so much?
Yeah.
It looks really good. It smells amazing.
Thank you.
I think I have more now. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Daisy.
I actually took one. Yeah, meats. I was hoping to find out like. Yeah, this is Italian school.
No way.
Down there.
Well, that about wraps up the time that we have today. We're here at Space Center Houston with the Hunch Culinary Challenge on their final day of preparation of their recipes. Later today, judges will get to try each of the recipes. They have a scorecard and they will tally it up based on nutrition, taste, texture, all of those wonderful things that we appreciate in our food, and let the students know who the winners are. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you enjoyed this live look at the Hunch Culinary Challenge 2019.